Terraria, the best-selling game that nobody talks about. You see, Terraria is the 7th best-selling game of all time. That's right, 7th. Now, if that surprises you, you're not alone. When I first stumbled upon this statistic, I thought there had to be a mistake. I mean, how can a game that's barely in the mainstream conversation outrank some of the biggest gaming icons in history? But it's true. Terraria has sold more copies than Super Mario Bros., one of the most recognizable games ever. It even beat Mario Kart Wii, any individual Call of Duty title, and Tetris on the Game Boy. Yeah, Tetris, the game that pretty much defined handheld gaming. So, what exactly is ahead of Terraria? Well, there's Minecraft at number 1, a pretty much universal game. Then GTA, Wii Sports, PUBG, Mario Kart 8, and Red Dead Redemption 2. That's some pretty fierce competition, but here's the mystery. Why doesn't Terraria get the spotlight these other games do? Why isn't it celebrated as a household name? One interesting factor is that many players own multiple copies of Terraria. Because it's been released on nearly every platform, from PC to mobile and consoles, it's not unusual for fans to have bought it a few times over. Maybe you played it first on your PC, then grabbed it on your phone for when you're on the go, and then maybe later you bought it on console to play with your friends. Loyal fans like that push the game's numbers higher and higher with each new release. And yet, even with these record-breaking sales, Terraria still feels like a hidden gem to a lot of gamers. But why? Part of it could be the genre. Terraria, while incredibly deep, is a sandbox game that's not always easy to define. Unlike more straightforward titles, it's got elements of exploration, crafting, combat, and even a little bit of story in there, but it doesn't easily fit into a single box. Think about it. When people talk about iconic games, they often point to clear, defining characteristics. Minecraft is all about creativity and building. GTA is that gritty open world chaos that everyone knows. And Wii Sports, pure nostalgia and accessibility. With Terraria though, it's harder to pin down. It's got the mining and building of Minecraft, the RPG-like boss fights you might find in an adventure game, and even platforming elements. It's a jack of all trades, but in a way that's harder to explain to someone who hasn't played it. And that's not even getting into the art style, which, while iconic for fans, might look old school to someone who's used to more polished or 3D graphics. Despite all of that, Terraria isn't just surviving, it's thriving. The game has an insanely dedicated fan base, and Relogic, the developer, has continued to support it with updates for over a decade. And these updates aren't just bug fixes or small additions, they're massive content expansions, packed with new bosses, biomes, and gameplay mechanics. The team has consistently poured so much love into Terraria, and it feels like every time you revisit the game, there's something new to discover. And for players, that's a part of the appeal. Terraria has a kind of evergreen quality. You can leave it for months or even years, and come back to it and it's evolved, offering fresh challenges and content. This has led to players investing hundreds, if not thousands of hours into their worlds, crafting intricate builds, hunting down every boss, and basically making Terraria a hobby rather than just a game. The other reason Terraria flies under the radar might be its accessibility. Financially, that is. Unlike most top-selling games, Terraria isn't pricey. In fact, it's often discounted and goes for as little as $10 when it's not on sale. This lower barrier to entry has made it easy for players to buy on multiple platforms, and the price point makes it approachable for pretty much anyone. So here we are, with a game that's pretty much a fan favorite, constantly updated, incredibly affordable, and an absolute bestseller, yet it remains a bit of an enigma in gaming culture. While some games reach fame through its high budget and non-stop media coverage, Terraria quietly built an empire, one copy at a time, one platform at a time. Maybe that's part of what makes Terraria so special. It doesn't need the flashiest graphics on the biggest marketing campaigns. It's earned its spot by being exactly what its fans love. A deeply engaging, almost timeless game that seems to expand endlessly, just waiting for you to dive back in and see what's new.